First started my real estate media company, time management was not my specialty, and now 5 years later I can kind of say I've narrowed things down a little bit. Here's my findings. Buckling down on time management has really allowed me to grow as an entrepreneur and as a photographer, and we've been able to grow a nice team, and that's only because we've been strict with our systems and processes. One of the first tasks of my business that I began to delegate that I just realized I was spending way too much time on was editing. Editing was one of those things that I spent way too much time on from about 8-9 p.m. to about 3 a.m. just so I can deliver photos the next day, and that's no way to live a life. I began to realize as I woke up every single day tired that this was not going to be sustainable, so the only way that I can really grow is to delegate this task. In the beginning, we brought on overseas editors to help out with some of the editing overnight so that when I wake up the photos are ready and I can deliver them to the client. This helped me to realize that not having to sit behind a computer and delegating these tasks to others really allowed me to spend my time shooting more properties so we can actually do more together. In the beginning, it was difficult because photos weren't being edited the way I wanted them to, and there were certain things I was looking for that I wasn't getting. But ultimately, sometimes you just gotta swallow your pride, put it aside, and just say some things are okay, and you just have to let people fail on their own just so you can grow. Sometimes you gotta take one step back just so you can go 2 steps forward. After delegating the editing processes, I now had a little bit of a system going with my overseas editor, at which point we were able to crank out more properties in a day. Then there became a time where we're shooting so many properties in any given day that I could not even manage waking up to deliver photos early and then go out to properties from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. on those long summer days and then do the same thing all over again. It got to be very, very daunting, and the long days were stressful. Not to say I still don't have long days, but it wasn't as bad as it was before. It was at that point that I knew I needed to hire an admin. Doing things like creating ready-to-go forms, email templates, and canned text message responses has really allowed me to hand these over to an admin so they know exactly what to say and when to say it. Forms and templates like these have saved us so much time, and I created a photo shoot checklist of my own, so if you want a copy of your own, check the link in bio. So rather than waking up first thing in the morning, jumping on the computer just to deliver photos and videos back to clients, my admin now will handle that task promptly at 9 a.m. so I don't have to wake up and stress out about that as I'm driving to my next appointment for the day. The name of the game in time management is really delegation. Delegating these types of tasks that you don't need to be doing as a business owner or a photographer are going to be crucial for your growth. Hiring more people has not only allowed me the free time to take on more jobs, but it's also allowed me to be creative in other avenues like starting a podcast or an e-commerce store. These are two things that I actually really enjoy, so it's nice to have a little bit of my sanity and free time back after 5 years of grinding it out.